channel, and welcome to this year's HHN vlog. I by no means look like I'm ready for HHN because I have been working all day at Universal, just got off work, and I'm gonna be meeting up with some friends that are coming a little bit later and just gonna have a pretty chill night of HHN. Ethan unfortunately cannot come today. He has rehearsal, so it is me flying solo with some friends from Gideon's. And I'm not obviously in like a spooky attire or like dress, so this is purely just like to kill a couple hours. But I figured I'd vlog a bit while it's still daytime. I'm hopefully gonna try at least one of the snacks, film that review, and we can see some of the scare zones and stuff like that, and just have a fun night. We have already been to HHN twice already, me and Ethan. We went for a team member preview where we did every single house, and like the scare zones and all of that. And then we went like a week later with Ethan's old roommate and her boyfriend, so we did like a little double date and did a couple houses and tried some stuff there. So there's by no means like anything I have to do today because I've already done everything, but I'm just excited to have like a night with friends, and I'm hoping the weather holds out. It's been a little on and off rainy or sprinkling like kind of all day, and it definitely looks like there might be some rain in the future, but I'm hoping it holds out. I do have an umbrella with me, but I have no other rain protection, so that is gonna be not so fun if I do get caught in the rain, but we're gonna see what happens. It's 5:17 now. I am honestly not sure when HHN actually starts, if it's 6 or 7 or 6:30 or I don't know. I don't know if I can get in now and do like a stay and scream, or if I'm gonna just be like stuck by the gates until they open, but we're gonna see. My only goals really, I guess, for today is I want to go through the internal bloodlines house, which is honestly my least favorite of the houses that I've done, but I want to give it a second chance, and I do have some friends that are in that house, so I'd like to go. I also want to get the Ghostbusters Stay Puffed S'more, which is the cutest little dessert they have this year, so I want to do that while it's still light out and you can actually like see what I'm doing. And I'm sure I'm gonna see Nightmare Fuel today because that's my friend's like favorite thing in the world to do. So that's kind of the only things I'm like expecting to do today. But yeah, don't want to be here too long because I do have to work at 9 a.m. tomorrow. But let's get our stuff and let's head in and see what we can do. I made it to the front gate. It's closed. They have the stay and screen people are already in the park, which is basically you can come to the park like during the day as a guest and then just stay for HHN, and then you get to go into the houses early and like first because you're not waiting at the gate for the official like start of the event. It's not that much people waiting out here, but I, to be honest, don't even know when the actual event starts. I know the park closed at 5 o'clock for normal guests, so they're doing their final sweep just to like get all the normal guests out, and then they'll have the opening ceremonies and then open the gates, let everyone in. Hopefully the weather is gonna hold out. It's definitely cloudy and it's definitely hot, but I'm hoping it's gonna be fine. But I think my first order of business is not to go into any houses. I'm just gonna go for the little s'more so I can film it while it's daytime, and we'll walk through the scare zones and wait for Michelle and all of them to get here before we actually start going through houses. So that is my plan. But I will say, if you are someone who has never been to Halloween Horror Nights before, or you're someone who doesn't really like scary, like haunted houses, personally, I don't like them either, but my #1 tip for anyone going to Halloween Horror Nights is to bring earplugs. I bring earplugs with me every single day that I go, and they are a godsend. Because it's not the scare actors, it's not the goriness, it's not like the actual scares themselves that is scary. It is purely the music and how loud everything is that I think is so scary for everyone, and that's why I just can't take it if I don't have earplugs in, because the jarring music that is coming at you from all different angles so abruptly is terrifying. So as long as I have those earplugs in, I am so good. I'm not really getting scared. I mean, I'm getting scared of some stuff in the houses if they catch me off guard, but in general, I enjoy the event 100 times more. So I have them in my bag. I'll put them on once it's a little closer to the opening. But yeah, let's have a good night. Alright, we made it in the gate. Earplugs are in. They started the opening ceremonies at 5:55, which I was actually pretty shocked about because the sign right outside the gate said the event was from 6:30 to 2 a.m. p.m. So I was thinking I was gonna have to wait till 6:30 before I open the gates, but we're in. So I'm gonna head to the, wow, these lines are long already. They look long, but I'm thinking they like have good wait times just because I know people are gonna flood the rides or the haunted houses. So I don't know if it's necessarily accurate. But I'm gonna head to the s'mores booth and get the s'more and find a little table so I can do that review first. It is starting to sprinkle, so I hope it gets last long. I will say they toasted it pretty quickly, so I'm not expecting it to be super melty. Oh god. Weight of the s'more, so I only ate like half of it, but it was still fun. I would absolutely say get it just because of how cute it is. Like, it's just adorable. It's still raining. The scare actors are down in the streets because of how hard it's raining, but I realized I actually have not seen the new tribute store yet, so I'm gonna go in there to kill some time and see the store and see if there's any cute merch. A lot of the theming for HHN this year is very like 90s punk rock, which goes along with the tribute store too. There's like graffiti and like a shipping container right outside, so it looks super fun. But yeah, I haven't even really seen a lot of pictures of it, so I don't really know what to expect at all. That's cute. Look at these little lanterns. I love the pillow. I think it's so fun. I think that's a good cup. Oh my god. It's pretty much all good. These are all people that can like pay to get themselves put into the tribute store type of thing. Ghostbusters. Sounds so fun. Oh my god. A little Slimer plush. No Marshmallow Man. Oh my god. Look at him. That's what I just ate. It reminds me of the Disney's like Baymax s'more plush that they have. Oh my god, the bucket hat. Look at that shit. Oh my god, it's really soft too. I really like that tribute store. I think compared to other years, it's really well done, and the theming is really good, and it has merch for so many different houses and shows and movies and all of that, so it really gives you a lot of options for IP characters that you want to have merch for. Alright, still very lightly raining. It's nothing terrible, but I'm gonna keep my time if there's just scare actors out in the scare zones. Moments in each of those scare zones, talking and doing different scenes and stuff like that, but they are the main people of this year. Just want to have not only multiple icons, but they are both women, so that is so great. Ready? Alright, so I am here with Michelle and Sam, and Sam's boyfriend. Everyone say hi. Hi! And so Michelle has access to a certain perk within Universal. Disney does something similar, but it's basically it's called AAP. Yes. Is that what it stands for?
It's like the Disney DAS system. Like, so if you have any like accessibility requirements, or if you have any disabilities that would need like a pass, if you need like a quiet space for like when things get a little overwhelming, etc. You go through a third-party app where you do an application for it, and then once that's approved, you get a pass once you come to the parks. Now, this is issued every time you go to the parks, or if you have a pass for an extended period of time, they could do it for 2 weeks in advance. This year, they did something new, and they have 2 checkpoints, one by Transformers and one by Men in Black, where you can get a time for those houses, whether it be at the front of the park or in the back of the park, so you'll have to rush there, and that way you can take your time. You can stop, get food, water, quiet time, and that way you don't have to rush to get the times on the other side of the park. So I really enjoy the 2 checkpoints.
Yeah, so it's really great for people that can't wait in those long lines for the houses, so they can get to be easily like an hour, 2 hours long. So it essentially you get a time to come back. It shortens your wait in a physical line. Because we're here with Michelle today, we are all included on that pass since we're all in one group together. So yeah, we just got our time for Eternal Bloodlines, which is in the opposite corner of the park. But while we walk over there, once we get there, it's basically gonna be the time to go in, so we won't really have to wait at all, which is like a really nice perk. But yeah, so we're gonna go over there now. The scare actors are back out because the rain has stopped. So we're gonna walk through Tortured Bear. Like,
no discrimination on your part.
got a giant turkey leg.
You said it, girl.
She's stuck in there. Get her out. And they use a lot of like magic tricks and illusions, which I have no idea how they do that or anything, but I'm very excited for the show. Alright guys, I am back in my car. I'm headed home. We ended up doing 4 houses total and seeing Nightmare Fuel. So overall, I think it was a great night for only being there really for like 3 hours. But I'm ready to go home to Ethan and the cats. Thank you all so much for watching this little HHN vlog. And as always, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date on my latest content. You can also follow me on Instagram or TikTok at Graf100 to stay up to date on the content there. And I will see you next time.